Like all heroes, Robin Bourne-Taylor is modest about the circumstances which led him to being awarded the Army's second highest medal for courage. When they come to write the history of Afghanistan, there will be so many stories of valour and amazing courage and some of the most remarkable acts of bravery in British military history. Your name will be there amongst them, and you've received the Conspicuous Gallantry Cross for that. You must be very proud about that, but also, is it something that you think about too much?
To be honest, I haven't thought about it that much. A huge number of people have done exceptional things in Afghanistan. They're doing it all the time. I was lucky enough to be part of the Brigade Reconnaissance Force for Herrick 11, and to be honest, it's slightly embarrassing getting an award when every single day my blokes were doing incredibly brave things. The whole unit was really kind of getting stuck in, doing stuff under fire, doing whatever I asked. It was, it's real humbling to watch my soldiers do all that. So, I think, to be honest, if they're writing the history of Afghan, they should get a pretty big book and put quite a few names in it.
In February this year, leading his section in the BRF, the Brigade Reconnaissance Force, he selflessly held a position and in the face of heavy fire attacked an insurgent compound in a 45-minute battle. On another occasion, he chased insurgents for nearly 2 kilometres who'd attacked the BRF before they tried to turn the tide in a snap ambush. He charged in to stop it. The citation says his leadership has been inspirational, resulting in success after success for the BRF. Modest as you are, as I know you are, it takes leadership to be able to allow the men to do the sort of things that they did do out there. So, credit's where credit's due.
Yeah, it clearly takes leadership, but there are so many people doing great jobs out there. All levels of leadership within the military structure. We're really lucky to work on platoon, troop levels up to brigade levels, and each part of that's got a leadership role involved, and it's something we do pretty well.
Are there any particular moments while you were out there, and you said you were here, there and everywhere, obviously with the job you were doing, are there any moments that stand out for you from a tour? Obviously it was an outstanding tour for you.
Yeah, to be honest, there are so many moments for us. We were really lucky to, first of all, to do what is normally a very good job, doing the BRF, and then how it was commanded on the ground, and then how it was used by brigade. And I couldn't really fault those. It meant that we got a really good opportunity to do exciting ops, to be part of the main effort most of the time. And so, in most weeks there'd be something really active going on that meant, my memories are great. I'm really glad to have them.
And of course, the legacy is what you've done for the Afghan population out there, not just for the remarkable job that the soldiers have done as well.
Yeah, it's something really nice. It's the nature of the job we were doing, because we were moving around from area to area. I mean, we probably didn't get as much of it as, say, the ground holding battle groups. That's where you really, you get your interaction. You can see the development you're contributing to. And you can really be part of the community and build it with them. We saw some of that in areas where maybe there was less reach from normal troops, but it was it was really nice to be a part of that. And great, it's great to develop the country, and hopefully we'll keep holding that and keep strong.
Obviously, that's the hope that we have, that the sacrifices that have been made, and so many of our forces are coming home, not just the ones who have lost their lives, but those who have been injured as well. Presumably, you experienced some of that as well firsthand.
We had casualties and fatalities, but that's the same throughout the brigade. To be honest, it's everyone feels the loss very heavily when it happens, and our thoughts are with those who are either casualties or those who died, and and with the families and the close loved ones of those who aren't with us anymore.
Many people think the word hero is often misused to describe sporting success. As someone who's faced the enemy in battle and driven for success in 2 Olympic rowing campaigns, he's probably better qualified than most to comment.
When I started doing sport, when I was playing rugby at school or rowing at university, then taking it further than that, I always loved to have an analogy of the military, even though I hadn't done anything. When you're having a chat before a match or something like that, it's, the stuff that our military does is great and everyone loves it, and so it's really easy to look up to that as a role model of how to get together as a team and how to motivate kind of higher level of effort. So kind of amusingly, I was thinking that before I'd even done anything in the army. But there are links, and they're basic ones, and I think it's the ones that everyone knows. It's, you know, they're the team links, getting on together, getting a task, sometimes having to be a bit uncomfortable. In sport, it's more of a physical discomfort. You know, in the military, it may be being asked to do something you really wouldn't want to do on a normal day-to-day basis. But the whole package is the same thing. It's the training, the hours you put in before an event, and then, you know, delivering a performance on the day. And so yeah, lots of similarities.
I mean, the word hero is used a lot in sport these days, which irritates a lot of people. I don't know if it irritates you as a military man, whether the word hero is used for sporting success. And a lot of top sports people like to compare what they do with what our forces do.
Yeah, it completely depends on what your perception of the word is. I think I think you get heroes in sport. It's what you do in certain sports and at certain levels. People commit a huge amount of their lives to it, and a huge amount of dedication to achieving precision on a day and getting the goal they want. So, you know, in that context, they are heroes. They do a great job, and the fact that the public like it makes everyone happy, and they're seen as a bit of a role model for the youngsters. I would agree with that. In a military context, it's different. There is a difference between maybe a military hero and a sporting hero, but it's the same kind of thing. The public are really supportive, and you're part of a team, and you're achieving something. So lots of similarities.
Can I ask you about the obviously your career, which came before the army, really, with the rowing? There must have been some great memories of 2 Olympic Games. There were very different circumstances. I know particularly for Beijing, which wasn't maybe the way you wanted it to go, but nevertheless, some great memories.
Yeah, I've got some really great memories, particularly of my university days. I was lucky enough to row at Oxford in the university boat race, and had some great fun. Got some great friends, and the fact that we probably still live in the past a little bit probably shows that our memories are still close to us.
I wonder what Jo would have made of all this. You obviously she lost her life in Iraq, and you've now been to Afghanistan. I wonder what she'd have made of all this.
I'm sure she'd be proud of me on one level, but proud of everyone she knew. She's got loads of friends who are in the army who've been serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, and she's completely backing them all the way.
His friend and former rowing colleague Peter Reid told me he'd love to see Robin back in the GB squad again. Any chance?
Pete's a very good friend of mine, and as good a friend as he is, I will not go back into top level rowing. That's a given. I did that. That chapter's finished. I was really lucky to get to come back to the Household Cavalry Regiment, to be part of a great family regiment with busy operational commitments, and I've loved every second of it. And as much as I like competing and everything like that with sport, I prefer this a lot more, and it's I'll definitely stick with this one, I think, instead.
Robin, it's a great pleasure to talk to you once again. Many thanks indeed for your time today.
Thanks very much.